There we go.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here we go again with this. Cheers.
Episode 4 of
Four.
After Pod?
4. Yep. 4.
I'll be fooled by
I
this
said-
week because we had 2.
Yep. That was a bonus one where there's just so much good to give you people that you don't listen to. I kid because I love. Oh, yes. Love. Something that Mark, you were bad as I was last week with your black hole son.
I don't have any right now, man.
It's coming
It was
back.
a rough weekend.
Well, that's the great thing about it. It can come. You got next week.
That's the thing about sports, right? There's always another week.
You got to you suck it up. About Wednesday, it kind of shaking off. You're starting to look into you've already heard all the reviews. You've seen the breakdowns. Now it's like what's the next opponent?
Right.
And then you get shattered again because your teams are shit.
That's right. Because we lose to the Bears without.
Oh man, don't lose to the Bears.
Jimmy
I'm gonna tell you
Clausen at
that
quarterback.
right now.
I'm telling
Do
you,
not
if
lose.
that happens, all hell breaks loose.
Only thing that could make me back go down into it because we gotta United should have a very good week. We gotta play in the League Cup tomorrow, Ipswich Town.
Right.
Where you play, I think, Walsall.
Right.
I don't know why I say it like that. Walsall.
Well, how else would you say it?
Probably like in a proper
Walsall?
English. Yeah.
That's
probably.
boring.
Walsall. Walsall. This just in from Walsall. The Jerrys are here. And then they got Sunderland on the weekend.
Well, that should be a cakewalk.
But you know what? But Sunderland, they got to play. They're going to play City. Then they're going to play United. It's like I wouldn't be surprised. That's usually it's the shitty teams that jump up and beat you.
But they're so bad. They are so bad.
But they still got
Their if their fans stick around past halftime, they're lucky. There's nobody in that stadium.
See, that's where
they're awful.
Sunderland, them being up so up north with their brains being frozen, like what happens is they're so close to the wall, right?
Right.
But they don't realize, they do their protest, but you've already bought your ticket. Like, don't bother going
Right.
into the stadium.
You can't buy the ticket and then protest.
Oh my God, it is like Game of
Protest is not buying the ticket.
Thrones. Doesn't Sunderland play at the Stadium of Light, the Lord of Light? And they wear
Do they
red.
play the Stadium of Light?
Yeah, and their colors are like red and white, like the woman in red, and they're called the Black Cats, which is like a total superstitious thing. It has something to do with magic. Boom.
It's a total ripoff of Game of Thrones.
Just saying. And Newcastle's just the referees.
My wife watched that game. She's like, "Why are there so many referees? Like, there's only one." Oh.
It took me a minute to get that one too, because I was like, "What are you talking about?" There's only. I get it. Yep. The Magpies.
She does that to me all the time. Like, she'll say something, and I'm like, "What do you say?" And then, there it is.
Those mine grenades.
Yeah.
Pull the pin in 3 seconds.
That's right. Oh. I got it.
Got you now.
I got it.
Clever girl. And that's when you realize it wasn't that joke the guy, it was the 2 that you didn't see come.
It was the flanker jokes. Yeah.
He'll go old end run. We're going to start off with the whole Volkswagen thing.
Yeah.
When I was reading up on it today and then listening to it on NPR, this whole big thing, my first thought that popped in my head was there would be this German guy that would come over all the airwaves of the United States, and it would just be the total oh, guten Tag, America. So, did you really not think that us Germans would not do something so crafty like this? While your American presidential candidates have you worried about the Mexicans and the other colored people? It was the superior race that is slowly poisoning and choking your children. What do you think about? Did you not expect Germany to do something like that? Come on.
No one
So Volkswagen?
No one expects the Germans.
Nobody expects the Germans. We have been lions in wait. It's like snakes in the grass.
Snakes in the grass.
First, We invade you with our fun humor and Oktoberfest. We
right.
get you. You Americans
Hit you
love
with,
your drunk.
diesel emissions later on. But okay, that is a level of diabolicness though to it
That only Germans could do.
Only German could come up
German
with.
ingenuity.
Yeah,
It's like only when it's tested with this program activates.
Exactly, because we clearly have the technology to make this work all the time, but fuck it, we're not going to do that. We're only going to make it work when you test it.
Wow.
It's like the level of genius there is something else.
It's diabolical, no? See, what is this you say in this country? Is the South shall rise again? Well, I will tell you, Liebchen.
East.
I will tell you,
The East
Liebchen.
shall rise again.
This Reich will last for 1,000 years. Or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. If there's one thing we know about is investing in things, but now it's like we just invest
one thing
in
we knew about. We don't do that anymore either.
long-term gain,
We don't.
future
don't do that
investment. Now it's all speculation and bullshit, and we just
It's the casino mentality. You're gonna get rich quick. Getting rich over the long
with
term.
as little effort as
boring.
possible.
You're gonna get rich quick.
I want my effort low, my gain high.
Yeah. I want high returns. It's But how do you
how do you change it?
you can't change that.
You can't change that.
The machine is too big.
The machine is not too big. Like I was telling you earlier, like it takes like I could have had a job working in when we went over this before, had a job, could have worked North Dakota, the oil fields with the big shale projects.
Yeah.
Could have had a job, I could have been making bank right now. And thought about it. At first it sounds like, what? Yeah. I mean, I'm already I was out in Colorado when I got offered, I could just, knew people working for Halliburton, this and that, but it's like, would I sell, and anyone else would have probably, I'm not sure, not anyone else. But my first instinct was that's a lot of money. I'd be set. I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I wouldn't have any I'd just be in North Dakota making bank. Do it for 3 years and then go off and do whatever.
Right.
But I was I'd work for the devil. I would be how could I look at my children and my grandchildren in the face as the world is now at 100 degrees all the time and everything's dying. And even though I wouldn't have, someone else, even though I didn't take the job, someone else did.
Right.
And is benefiting from it.
Right.
And I'm not saying I'm this great patriot fucking saint of doing good fucking things in the world. Nope. But just the fact I could not, at the end of the day, I was I can't do it. I went from financial to a moral thing, saying, no, I can't, I just could not.
We don't teach people to do that. We teach people to follow the money.
Star Wars taught me to
We
do
teach
that.
people we teach people that money is a moral good.
Ain't right.
There are entire sections of Christianity that teach people if you're not wealthy, you're not.
But I thought
You don't
Jesus
love
didn't.
God enough.
What denomination?
It's called the prosperity gospel.
Are
You
you
ever heard of this?
fucking shitting me? There's
No.
a prosperity gospel?
It's a big. It's a pretty big thing. Where
Wait. What?
it's a thing where the whole point is God wants you to be rich, not just in spirit, but in material things. So if you're not actively seeking wealth, you're not being a good Christian.
Who sold this line of bullshit?
One of these preachers is named Creflo Dollar. This is the man's name. Creflo Dollar.
Sounds like a bad version, like a bad Harry Potter villain or something like that.
And he asked people in his congregation to send money to his ministries so he could buy a Gulfstream 5 jet.
Oh wait, yeah, okay. I saw that on
Remember
John.
this
I think
guy?
I saw it on John Oliver.
Yeah. He's not the only one. This is a pretty popular section, segment of evangelical
I thought it was
Christianity.
like he was just telling poor people to send them like what little money they had, but he tells them like,
Well, he's also doing that.
But he's preaching like, I need to be rich. You become rich with me. Seed the money. That whole I thought I see.
You give me your money, God will bless you. You will become rich.
How do people still
This will
believe
be-
that shit?
I don't know. I don't.
How do you
I don't
honestly sit there and go,
understand.
"Yep, I'm buying that hook, line, and sinker."
People do it with faith healers all the time. I'll give them my money and I'll show up at their thing and I'll be no, you won't.
Just like Liverpool Football Club supporters. You know what? Not it makes.
It had to go back around.
Makes total sense.
had to go back around.
Makes sense now. I understand. By George, I think he's got it.